Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey I crave. If I don't get rye whiskey, I'll go to my grave. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry, and if whiskey don't kill me, I'll live till I die. I'll drink my corn whiskey and rye whiskey too, and the ones that don't like me can leave me alone.
Well, did the boys ever say toasts when they were giving out drinks? Around back of the house or something like that? You remember any of them?
Yeah, well, here's one pretty good one here that I heard down in that country. I don't know just exactly. I say, here's to her again. If you can't get to her, let me to her, 'cause I'm used to her.
Well, some of them were even worse off than that, weren't they, Woody? In the way of being a little bit off color or something.
Well, yeah, they started there and went on down.
Well, where'd they go? What was the next stop?
Well, let's hear you say one, and I'll be remembering mine.
Oh, well, I wasn't brought up that way, Woody. You see, I didn't grow up in the country. I grew up inside of a brick house, and I didn't have that kind of experience. I wish I had.
You started in where we left off. No, I can't think of 'em.
Well, look, Woody, when you finally began to go to square dances, what were some of the tunes that they played out there?
Well, played a bunch of them, Alan. They played Wagner, Old Joe Clark, Arkansas Traveler, Coming Around the Mountain, everything you can think of. All the old-time square dance pieces are pretty near the same everywhere you go.
Why don't you just give me sketches of a few of these tunes, because I may have heard them, but I don't recognize a lot of those names.
Well, let's see here. How about a little Joe Clark first?
All right, that'll be good. And if you know any words, I'd like to hear them, too.
Greenback Dollar. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your silver change. All I want is your love, darling. Won't you take me back again? Once you was my fond affection, and you thought this world of me. Then you left me for another. In my grave I'd rather be. I don't want no greenback dollar. I don't want your silver change. All I want, your pretty little daughter. Won't you take me back again?
did they sing about the boll weevil out there, Woody, in your part of the country?
Well, yeah, they did, Alan, but it wasn't because they growed so much cotton around in that country, because that's one of the biggest wheat belts that there is. But then all these people that had come to work in the oil fields in the Texas plains, up on the high, dry, windy plains, they's from down my way, and 99 out of 100 of them sung the old boll weevil song. Just about the worst gun battle ever out on the western plains, when me and a bunch of cowboys run in with Jesse James. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. Run into Jesse James, boys. Run into Jesse James. The guns went off like thunder and the bullets fell like rain. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. The guns went off like lightning, and the bullets fell like hail. Was on our way to Denver on the old Dodge City trail. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. And in that bloody battle with Frank and Jesse James, my partners fell around me with bullets in their brains. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. Frank and Jesse James, boys, they robbed that midnight mail, the bank and express station, and broke the county jail. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. If you're afraid to fight, boys, if you're afraid to die, you'd better stay out of the Badlands where the red-hot bullets fly. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. If you're afraid of dying, if you're afraid of death, you'd better stay at home, boys. Stay out of Jesse's path. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. If I I'd sing my song to the whole wide world and the gal I love so true. Now when you go eat courting, boys, let me tell you what to do. Take off them old dirty overalls, put on your navy blue. I'm a sitting on that foggy mountain top, looking away to the west. It won't be long till I'll be in the arms of the girl I love the best. If I was on that foggy mountain top, I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd sing my song to the whole wide world and the gal that I love so true.
This recording was done by Woody Guthrie in Washington, D.C., with the equipment and help of the Department of Interior Radio Broadcasting Division on March the 22nd, 1940.
While we're on the subject of hard work, I just want to say that I always was a man to work. I was born working and I worked my way up by hard work. I ain't ever got nowhere yet, but I got there by hard work. Work of the hardest kind. I've been down and I've been out. I've been disgusted and busted and I couldn't be trusted. I worked my way up and I worked my way down. I've been drunk and I've been sober and I've been baptized and I got hijacked. I've been robbed for cash and I've been robbed on credit. Worked my way in jail and I worked my way out of jail. Woke up a lot of mornings and didn't know where I was at. The hardest work I ever done was when I was trying to get myself a worried woman to help ease my worried mind. I'm going to tell you just how much work I had to do to get this woman I was telling you about. I shook hands with 97 of her kin folks and her blood relatives, and I done the same with 86 people as just her friends and her neighbors. I kissed 73 babies and I put dry pants on 34 of them as well as others. Done this same thing several times as well as a lot of other things just about like this. I held 125 wild horses, and I put saddles and bridles on more than that. Harnessed some of the craziest and the wildest teams in that whole country. I rode 14 loco broncos to a standstill, and I let 42 hound dogs lick me all over. 7 times I was bit by hungry dogs, and I was chewed all to pieces by water moccasins and rattlesnakes on 2 river bottoms. I chopped and I carried 314 armloads of stove wood, 109 buckets of coal, carried a gallon of kerosene 18 miles over the mountain, got lost a good pair of shoes in a mud hole, and I chopped and weeded 48 rows of short cotton, 13 acres of bad corn. I cut the sticker weeds out of 11 backyards, all on account of 'cause I wanted to show her I was a man and liked to work. I cleaned out 9 barn lofts, cranked 31 cars, all makes and models, pulled 3 cars out of mud holes and 4 or 5 out of snow drifts. I dug 5 cisterns of water for some of her friends, run all kinds of errands, played the fiddle for 9 church meetings. I joined 11 separate denominations. I joined up and I signed up with 7 best trade unions I could find. Paid my wages, my dues 6 months in advance. I waded 48 miles of swamps and 6 big rivers, walked across 2 ranges of mountains, crossed 3 deserts. I got the fever, sunstroke, malaria, flu, moonstruck, skeeter bit, poison ivy, 7-year itch, and the blind staggers. I was give up for less, lost and dead a couple of times, struck by lightning, struck by Congress, struck by friends and kinfolks, as well as by 3 cars on highways and a lot of times in people's hen houses. I've been hit and run down, run over and walked on, knocked around. Now I'm just sitting here now trying to study up what else I can do to show that a woman I still ain't afraid of hard work. It's a mighty hard road that my poor hand has hold. My poor feet has traveled a hot, dusty road. Out of your dust bowl and westward we rolled, and your desert was hot and your mountains was cold. I worked in your orchards of peaches and prunes, slept on the ground in the light of your moon. On the edge of your city you'll seen us, and then we come with the dust and we go with the wind. California and Arizona, I make all your crops, and it's north up to Oregon to gather your hops. dig the beets from your ground, cut the grapes from your vine, to set on your table your light sparkling wine. Green pastures of plenty from dry desert ground, from that grand coulee dam where the water runs down. Ever stayed in this union, us migrants have been. We'll work in this fight, and we'll fight till we win. Well, it's always we ramble, that river and I, all along your green valley. I'll work till I die. My land I'll defend with my life if it be, 'cause my pastures of plenty must always be free. Hey, Cisco, give me a lift up this ladder here. This thing's awful slick. I got the guitar on my back here. I can't quite pull myself up. Boy, that's the roughest ladder I've ever had to climb. Okay, so my guitar don't get broke here. Lost my case back yonder in the redwood forest. Well, all I gotta say is it's mighty pretty country, these redwood forests here. Well, this land is your land, and this land is my land. From the redwood forest to the New York Island, Canadian mountains to the Gulf Stream waters, this land is made for you and me. East Coast, here I come.